Hey, what's up, YouTube? Today I'm back with another box from eBay. This time it's a box of 78s. There's about 78 RPM records in this box. Now, this was what I would say is a pretty common lot of records. These are labels and titles, mostly from the 40s and 50s. Stuff that you'd find most commonly. If you're going to find 78s, 9 times out of 10 you're going to find Decca, Columbia, RCA, labels like that from the 40s and 50s when they were generally mass-produced. But the reason I bought this particular lot, having so many common records in there, is there's actually some early Victor labels that I saw from the pictures, and I don't know I didn't get to see every single record, but from the pictures that he had listed, there were some early labels. And there was one in particular I just couldn't pass up, so I had to buy this. I had to buy this lot. So I cut the shipping label off, but I haven't gotten past that at all. So we'll cut this box open and see how the records look. And hopefully the record that I was really excited about is in here. I'll be very disappointed if it's not, because it is hard to come by, and I've never seen that label before. So I'll just kind of tear this box open. You did a pretty good job packing them, and you can see they're down inside there. Let me pull this out. Be careful with it. That was nice. He left a little thank you card inside. Alright, we got everything else out of there. Okay. And looking right up at us is one of the records I was excited about. This isn't the record, but this is one of the records I was excited to see. It's just an earlier Victor Grand Prize record, so this is probably from about 1905 or so, and usually on the sales sticker on the back of these, you can date them. So yeah, this is about 1907. So this record's from 1907. It's in pretty good shape. It'll need a cleaning, but there's no cracks, major scratches. No, there's some scratching, but Anvil Polka by the Victor Symphony Orchestra, about 1907. So that's one of the first. That's our first record, and then we have a. Ooh, this is nice. Holy, it's a Monarch record too. Well, sitting on top of that was a tempo record from, I'd say, probably 40s or 50s. Look at that. That is really cool. We got a Monarch record, In the Good Old Summertime by Seuss's Band. That's a pretty good title, too. Let's see here. January 1st, 1904 is what the sales sticker on here says. Don't know if that will focus or not. So yeah, this is from 1904. This is a 120-year-old, almost 121-year-old record. That's crazy. Now, before they were called Victor Records, before the company began using the name Victor, they were using the name Monarch. So any 78s you run across that say Monarch record but have the His Master's Voice, the Nipper logo, it's the same company, it's just an earlier label. These are a lot harder to come across. I think I only have 1 or 2 of the Monarch labels. That's not just the one. Oh my god, there's a Zonophone in here too. Holy crap. This is a Victor Batwing label, probably from the 20s. Paul Whiteman. That's insane. I didn't know that there was. Oh my, there's a Zonophone under that too. Well, this is my first Zonophone record. These are very old as well. Holy crap, I'm really glad I bought this lot. Look at that, December 1st, 1905. So this is about 1905, 1906 on this one. This is a really cool Zonophone. I've never run across a Zonophone record before. Wow. That's really cool. I am so glad I bought this lot. I didn't know that I would have all these in here. It looked like these were mostly just 40s and 50s, but maybe maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. This is The Armorer's Song by Frank C. Stanley, another single-sided Zonophone, March 1st, 1907, on the sales tag. That is amazing. Look at that. And there's another Victor Grand Prize underneath it. We have Gleaming Star Intermezzo by the Victor Orchestra. This is December 1st, 1905 on the tag, on the sticker. That's amazing. I'll separate that Monarch from the other one. Try to make little piles, organize everything. This might have been a really good lot. Here's just another, here's a Capitol. This is probably from the 50s, pretty common. Columbia, pretty common. Another Monarch record. Look at that. January 1st of 04, I believe, on the sticker. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Spanish Waltz. This is crazy. This is from the mid to late 20s, I believe. Ben Pollack in his Park Central Orchestra. I believe that's this might be a Benny Goodman record. I believe that's the name he went by. I could be wrong on that, but I believe Ben Pollack is actually Benny Goodman. But look that up if you want, but I believe that's who that is. So Would I. That's a good song. Common Capitol label. Tops, pretty common, 50s. Once again, Capitol, 50s. Here's Country. This is on RCA label, so this is probably 50s. And then we've got just another common... Oh, this is the one. This is the one I was excited about. Look at that. That's the back of it. Now this is a very hard to come across. I don't have one yet. This is my very first, and this is actually my earliest Victor disc as of right now. This is a Victor Monarch record with Nipper on it. It has a little fancy scroll text underneath it. This is the whole reason I bought the lot. And I saw the picture, I said, you know what, I'm way overpaying for a bunch of 78s from the 40s and 50s, but this record made it all worth it, and it turns out I got a whole lot more than I bargained for, which is great. But this is actually the very first label in which they used the His Master's Voice portrait, which we now know today is the RCA logo. We got Nipper listening to the gramophone. And so, yeah, this is the very first label that depicted His Master's Voice. This is from approximately 1902. I did a little bit of research on this label, and they only used it throughout mid-1902. So this record is from approximately 1902. It's 122, almost 123 years old. There's no sales tag on the back. This is super cool, and it's very hard to find. I've seen these labels before on eBay, but I've never run across one in the wild, and this was my chance, and I took it. I'm so glad I did. So, yeah, that's a really cool label. I saw it, and I was like, I gotta have this in my collection, so I hope there's another one. There could be, but I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the whole reason I bought this lot, and I'm so glad I did. So I'll set that aside, and then underneath it we have another Monarch record, which is Creole Bells by Seuss's Band. There's no tag or no sales sticker on the back of that one. Another Monarch record, so that's 3. So that more than doubles all the Victor Monarchs I started off with. There's another early Columbia right there. Well, actually, our first early Columbia. El Miserere by A Band. No sales sticker on the back of here, but it has a December 10th, 1901 patent. So this is probably 02 or 03 if I had to guess, which is also really early for a disc, for a Columbia disc like this. I'll have to look more into that. I have quite a few, but it's a little hard to date. It's a bit harder to date the Columbias than it is the Victors. There's Capitol from probably the 40s, 50s, 40s, 50s. Spike Jones record, that's probably good. Dance of the Hours and None But the Lonely Heart. These are pretty good comedy records. I enjoy those. Hey, look at that, another one. My Old Flame. And People Are Funnier Than Anybody. Spike Jones. I'll take those. Decca. Victor. Tops. Ooh, here we go. This is interesting. This is one of these Columbia, I believe they're called Viva Tonals. Lindbergh, Eagle of the USA by Vernon Dalehart, and this is actually number 1000. And Lucky Lindy. So this is an interesting record. This is all about Charles Lindbergh. So this must be from if only I can remember when he flew across the Atlantic. This must be from the mid-20s or late 20s or so. That's a cool record. Look at that. I wonder if that's worth some money or something. It's still a neat record. We've got Capitol 40s, 50s, RCA, and another Capitol, and that's it. Cool. Alright, well, that was a lot more than I bargained for. We got 4 Monarch records, 2 Zonophones. Those are the only 2 Zonophones I have now. We got 2 Victor Grand Prize records. We got 1 early Columbia disc record. We got that other Columbia, the Charles Lindbergh disc. And we got the gem of the lot, which is the Victor Monarch record with the first, well, it's the first disc to have Nipper on it. So I'm kind of taken aback. This was a very nice lot, and I'm very glad I got to unbox it. So thank you for watching, and until next time.